Hello, my name is Alex, and I wanted to do a video on my Selena music collection. So I want to show you guys all my CDs, all my DVDs, all my vinyls, and I'll tell you guys my favorite song from each CD, how I got that item, and yeah, and then cassettes. I don't have cassettes because my mom has that, and I don't really use cassettes anyway, so those are at my mom's house. But yeah, so I've been a fan of Selena basically all my life. I would say it all started with my family, my mom, my dad, and my sister. They've been fans of Selena way back when. I was born in 1992. My parents actually knew, they were fans of her when she was alive. So was my sister. My sister honestly was probably the biggest fan, because she had wall-to-wall posters of Selena. She had lanyards of Selena. She had all the cassettes. She has all the posters. She had everything. And so did my mom too. She had all the cassettes. She had all the CDs. She had rare CDs too. She had all the pirata stuff that she would get from the swap meet. My dad was a fan too. He knew all the songs, but he wasn't really a collector. If he would see a magazine involving Selena at the store, he'd buy it and bring it for my mom or my sister. If I remember one time, I think it was a present, my dad got my mom the anthology 3 CD pack. So they were really the biggest fans before I was. I think I became a fan honestly all my life, but I started collecting her music right around my high school time. That's when I started collecting all her CDs. So let's get to this. All right, so first we're gonna start with my DVDs. All right, so this is the very first Selena DVD I ever got, which was Live the Last Concert. And I believe I got this at Walmart. And I like this because it's a whole concert, and because I just love the disco medley performance in the beginning. The DVD, my sister currently has it. She needs to return that shit. I'm just joking. So there's that one. There's a really nice music store in El Paso called All That Music, and I love that music store because they will have anything having to do with Selena. That's where I found a lot of my vinyls of her. So, and I think this is a pirata honestly, but I got this there. I got it because anything for Selena, but this for sure is a pirata. I don't play it much because I know it's a pirata. Nothing wrong with that, but this one I ordered online. I think I ordered this one, I would say, I think from either Amazon or Walmart.com. I've been a fan of Selena forever, so I ordered this a lot when I was in high school. Right now, I'm in what would have been after college, so I don't remember where I ordered all this exactly. But this is Selena through the years, a través de los años, and it has a lot of random ass concerts of hers. My favorite is, it's all perfect. I wish all the concerts were complete. I guess they just put the highlights of all the performances, but I think my favorite would have to be Baila Esta Cumbia from the Veronica Castro show, because just the way she danced. My dad liked the way she danced, so that's my favorite because it makes me think of my dad. So yeah, through the years, I really like this one. I recommend it for anybody who wants random concerts, high quality concerts of the Queen. This next one is Selena Live: A Night to Remember. This is a gem to have because she doesn't look like this in this picture. This is a random picture from the 80s. But this is from a random concert she had in San Antonio, Texas. And it's 1991. She had that bob hairstyle. It's the cow outfit concert, which is, it's amazing. It's full of energy. I used to overplay this every weekend because it would get me and my mom dancing. This is my mom's favorite DVD. Because of the first one, which is Everybody, which is Set Me Free or something like that. It's so high energy, and I think that's my favorite track. It's all perfect, but that's my favorite standout performance of that track because it reminds me of my mom always dancing to it. And I think my other favorite is Yo Te Amo. I just love the way she sings that song with Pira Studio. Anything in English, of course, which is like Sensitivity, and of course Where Did the Feeling Go, like, you know, like it's an emotional song right there, the way she performs it. So yeah, that's that one. I recommend that to everybody. So there's these two that I got, I believe from Walmart. Yeah, Walmart had these. And I don't know why these were released like this first. This is from, like, this is titled Performances, but this is reality. In reality, this is some concerts, I mean, some shows that she did for Johnny Canales. But eventually they released this, which is these two in one. I don't know why, but you know, as a Selena fan, I gotta have everything. So I bought, you know, I just think of it like these are backups. I don't really play them anymore because I have this now, which is everything, including interviews with Johnny Canales himself. I think my favorite, I just like the artwork they used. I love the artwork, the pictures they used of her. Some pictures of her are from, there's this guy I follow on Instagram. He took these pictures. I forgot what his name was, but I love these pictures that they use. So my favorite performance, I like them all, but my favorite is Missing My Baby. I love how she's, you know, it's lip sync obviously, but who cares? The performance is what matters. And I just love the performance of Missing My Baby. It is so beautiful. I just love seeing her sing English music. Like, it is so captivating. I think a close second would probably have to be Yo Me Voy, and then Las Cadenas. I just love those songs. And Bidi Bidi Bom Bom too. They're all perfect. Okay, so that's my DVDs. Next, we're gonna do some vinyls. These are very hard to get, but again, thanks to all that music in El Paso. Like, if it weren't for them, I would not have any of these. These are not all Selena. I collect everybody. Some of these are not Selena, so I wish they were all Selena, but they're not. Okay. So I remember walking in that music store, and you know, like, as soon as I walked in, I spotted this in the vinyl section. It is the Ven Conmigo vinyl. This is legit from, you know, the original. Like, it is beautiful. I love it. I love it so much. I don't remember how much I paid. Of course, I made my parents pay for it. So again, I got this all when I was a teenager. So yeah, this is one of my prized possessions, and I hope to get one of those frames that people like frame their vinyls and frame this. This is beautiful. The next one, let's see. Okay, that's just the next two. So these next two are some of the tracks that I fell in love with when I was little. Like, I'm a huge fan of dance music. So one of my favorite things that I discovered about Selena when I was, you know, at the peak of my fandom, were the remixes. You know, the English songs that they released as singles from the Dreaming of You album, for example, being this one. These are remixes by a really well-known DJ, a house DJ. His name is David Morales, and this was the first time I heard of dance music like this. You know, I heard of dance music thanks to my sister, but a song, you know, like involving Selena. And I remember I found these on YouTube, and I was just captivated. I was mystified, like, whoa, this is not I'm getting used to you, but it is. But it's been elevated, and I've always wanted this. I wish I had it in CD form, but I also found this at that record store. It's very beat up. Very, you know, I got this like for like $3. I remember I got this really recently, and it's really beat up, but the vinyl is in my record player, but it works. I just love it, and I love the artwork from the Dreaming of You campaign. Like, I love it, especially I love this single. My next goal is to get the Techno Cumbia one, the Techno Cumbia Dreaming of You, A Boy Like That, but all in CDs preferably. The next prize possession, which unfortunately doesn't have artwork, is the Be Enamorada de Ti single. Again, these are amazing remixes, And these I think are done by the brother, honestly. Like it's, I mean, he's a great DJ himself. I mean, he took Enamorada de Ti and Is It the Beat and transformed it into like a whole ass different song. So, you know, it includes the original version of Is It the Beat, then includes the the remix radio edits of both those songs, and then the club mixes, which I overplayed. When I was little, I overplayed the remix to Enamorada de Ti so much. I rattled the walls because I would use my mom's stereo system. So I love everything about this. That's all the vinyls I have. My mom doesn't have any vinyls. I have a best friend named George who has a lot of the Selena vinyls, but I don't. So that's it. All right, time for the CDs. The first group I'm gonna do is box sets. So, like I mentioned in the introduction, here's the Anthology 3 CD, which is I consider this very rare. Anything that is limited edition is rare to me because you will not see this at Walmart. You will not see this maybe you'll see this at a music store, but that's it, you know, like it's not mass produced anymore. I like this because it was a gift from my mom to my dad. This should be with my mom, but you know, it has to be with me. I just feel bad because like I've moved a lot, you know, and I've already damaged it, but I like this a lot because it's basically like, I don't know, it's an anthology of all her songs. And my favorite CD would probably have to be it used to be the Pop in English CD, which is basically reworked, remastered, or remixed songs of Selena. I used to like it because I love the remix to I'm Getting Used to You. I like the redone version of No Quiero Saber. I loved the new remix of Amame is amazing. And that would be like the CD I would jam to. But honestly, at this point, the Cumbia CD is my favorite because I'm just so in love with her style of cumbia. You know, it's like it's just amazing. My favorite track from the third CD would probably have to be, it's Yo Te Daré, Te Amo Solo a Ti, Corazoncito, Enamorada de Ti, which is another version of that. I like them all, but those are my standout tracks. But my favorite CD is the Cumbia CD. So next we have La Leyenda. I forgot what year this was released, but they released this in 3 tracks. No, 3 modes, and as a single CD, as a 2 CD pack, and in the 4 CD pack. And I just remember this cost like over $100. Like, and I got this at the CD store. I remember that, the same CD store in El Paso, man. I remember walking in and it was right there in my face. They had it on display, and I told my dad I actually bought this with my allowance money, and he was pretty pissed that I spent over $100 on this. But it was worth it because like they basically group all her. I would say Selena did a lot of genres than the ones that they have classified on here, which is cumbias and pop, Tejano rancheras, the English music, and live. So the very first thing that I was like a little iffy about this CD was the live CD. I don't know, I think at the time I thought it was gonna be a whole new other concert, but no. This CD is basically Live the Last Concert mishmashed with the 1993 Corpus Christi concert, which that's why I don't play, because I already have that in other CDs. So that's why that's the only CD in here, the live CD, which, like I said, I love everything, but this is pretty pointless. But I do like the artwork. That's one thing that I do like about this project is the artwork. It's very beautiful. When the campaign was starting for this CD, like the Quintanilla family and the label wanted the fans to submit submissions. I think I did that too, and of course it didn't get picked, but it's okay. The other 3 CDs I have in the car because I like to jam those whenever I'm feeling like, oh, today I'm in a Tejano mood. I'll put that CD on. And then it comes with a very nice booklet. I wish it had more pictures, but whatever. I guess beggars can be choosers, but yeah, it's really nice. I'm just glad they didn't use the pictures that they kept repeating around the time that she died. They used different pictures. I love seeing pictures of the band together. Very beautiful stuff here. Oh, I thought it was the same, but it's the same photo shoot. But all right, so there's that one, La Leyenda. I don't have the other versions of this because, well, I did have the 2 CD version of that, but I gave it to, at the time, one of my best friends, which I regret doing. So I don't think I'm gonna buy those because I don't know. Okay, next one. Oh, okay. So when I started to become a really, really huge Selena fan, the first CD I ever owned, you know, with my money, that's another story for another day, for another video for another day, I mean. But this is the very first CD Selena related that I bought, and from Walmart. Also, I think this was also a limited edition release because I've never seen this ever again. Around that year that I saw this, I did see a lot of these, but a lot of them had the incomplete A for some reason, but this one is the actual signature. Yeah, this CD is abused. Like, this thing is broken. It's kind of like, it's not like the anthology, but it kind of is because it has 3 CDs. I like this because it's mostly in English, and I just love Selena's English material because she was about a crossover. She did a crossover. She was a huge crossover phenomenon, and it had a lot of, because at that time, when I was just listening to my mom's cassettes, I only listened to Dreaming of You. It was in this package that I discovered Is It the Beat. In all honesty, that's one of my favorite Selena songs. I think my most favorite Selena song. Is It the Beat? I played this so much. I love CD number 3 too because it has some of the cumbia remixes from the anthology CD. So this was legit my favorite CDs of Selena because it was my first that I ever bought, and it has a special meaning to it because I always listened to this a lot during my high school times. So, forever Selena. Then this one's really pretty. It's getting very old. This was supposed to be pure white, but now it's like orange and brown. But I like that effect because it's gonna get a vintage look to it. It kind of already does. This is Unforgettable Selena. I have the other versions over here. We'll get to those later. But this is the 4 CD one. It's really pretty. This is similar to La Leyenda, but it's more different because it's just mostly concentrated on her hits. I believe CD 1 is, this is right here, all her hits, which is basically Selena 1s. Subtract No Quiero Saber, Baila Esta Cumbia, Buenos Amigos. So if you want to listen to like Selena's hits and like quickly, put this one in. I don't play these CDs that much because I just don't. There's no point in opening this. CD 2 is her live stuff, which, like La Leyenda, is just a mishmash of live 1993 Corpus Christi concert and live last concert, but you subtract the disco medley. So a CD I probably wouldn't want to take out either because I could listen to it in other forms. But the main standout, why I like this package, I think this was very expensive. I ordered this online, is the DVDs. So DVD 1 is all her music videos. That's the main reason why I wanted this, is for her music videos. Because I remember at the time, my favorite music video for Selena was I Could Fall in Love. I just love that music video. It's just so beautiful. And then the last DVD, the 4th disc, is Selena Remembered, which is a documentary authorized by the family. The family did it, I believe, with Edward James Olmos narrating, and that's just, a Selena fan has to have that documentary. So that's the main reason why I got this. I don't really use the CDs. The DVDs are the ones that I use. They're very abused. They're very scratched. Very scratched. So yeah, that's the DVDs and the box set. So around 2002, that was an anniversary for Selena y Los Dinos. I believe it was their 20 years of music that they've been in the industry, and they decided to release, it was a nice campaign at the time. They were gonna re-release all her main albums. They had released ones and greatest hits. That's as far as how much I know about that whole campaign. So that being said, Selena's main CDs, I don't own them. My mom has them. She has everything from Ven Conmigo to Live the Last Concert. All those CDs, my mom has the originals. I have the re-releases, which is fine because I would rather have the original CDs with my mom where she, actually takes care of them. And I have the re-releases and I could damage them or whatever because they're re-releases. And I'm totally fine with that. So we'll start with those. So here is Selena's debut album from 1989, the re-release, of course. I love this CD. I love all the songs, but my favorites would have to be Sukiyaki, Contigo Quiero Estar, Besitos is a jam, a really nice jam. It reminds me of my sister. Tengo Ganas de Llorar, for some reason, like I just love that song. It's just so like, it's so cute. Like I just love that song. And No Te Vayas, it's so reggae. I used to love playing this in the summer because me and my friend, we would always like pretend we were in Hawaii. Yeah, we were lame. So this is the debut album. There's a random picture for the CD. I don't know why, but I like the booklet because they use a lot of random pictures from Selena, which is totally fine. I love seeing pictures of 80s Selena. It's just so mystifying. Beautiful queen, beautiful queen. So yeah, that's the debut, the self-titled debut album from 1989. Then, under EMI Latin, Selena decided to re-record some of her hits from the 80s and release them under EMI Latin, which is Mis Primeros Éxitos, a compilation of all her hits from the 80s. And these are re-recorded, so that's why they sound different. But, I like the CD because I just love Cariño, Cariño Mío. That's my favorite 80s Tejano track from Selena. Then it would have to be Estoy Contigo. I just love Estoy Contigo for some reason. Like, it just reminds me of like simpler times when I started out being a Selena fan. I love every other track. Yo Fui Aquella is really beautiful. Just look at that hair though. I love seeing Selena like this. Most of these are lyrics, which is really nice to have. Oh, all these, by the way, have like a little backstory on the first page. And all the CDs have spoken linear notes from the family. There's our beautiful 80s queen. So yeah, that's Mis Primeros Éxitos. I forget what year that's released, but I know it's after this one. All right. The year is 1990, 1991, and Ven Conmigo comes out. I'm glad to say we have these in 3 versions. The re-release, the vinyl, and my mom has the original. Ven Conmigo was probably Selena's game changer. Selena was always doing great. Each CD she released, she was just on her way up. Each CD was better than the last. And my favorite song from Ven Conmigo is, of course, Enamorada de Ti. Duh. And then No Quiero Saber is my next favorite. Actually, like, they're all so good, but it's No Quiero Saber, Yo Me Voy, Aunque No Salga El Sol is beautiful. This is just a perfect CD. But Enamorada de Ti and No Quiero Saber. And of course, Bailaste por Día, but yeah, those are my favorite. And the re-release version has one of the remixes that AB did for Enamorada de Ti. So yeah. Here's how it looks like. Again, a little backstory of Ven Conmigo, lyrics. It was really nice. I don't know why they put this picture. That's from another album. But it's still nice to see Selena from the 80s. Like, look at that. Queen. All right. So, 1992, the breakthrough year for Selena. It is now time for Entra Mi Mundo, the Game Changer album, the breakthrough album. This is not the re-release. The re-release is this one right here. This is the original. I got this at Walmart. I just bought it because it was very cheap and it's the original. Like, come on now. My mom has the original. You know, she got the original when it was released. You know, I have these two. This is the re-release, original. The only difference is the logo for some reason is gone and the font is on top. And here's the back. When you open them, here's your original. Here's a re-release. So the original has nothing else in it. It's just like the little booklet with that, which is really nice. And credits and things like that. This is very like a little like creepy because this is where they mentioned the like the fan club and to contact is it this one? Never mind. I thought they were gonna mention somebody, which I'm glad they didn't. Never mind. Never mind. And then the re-release, you know, they put more pictures in there. I think they did. I think they did. Story. Lyrics. I like this picture a lot. Just wanted to put another picture. I guess I was wrong. I wish it would have released more pictures from the era that the CD pertains to, not random ones. But whatever, beggars can't be choosers. All right, 1993, the year Selena released her live CD, the Grammy-winning CD. Again, my mom has the original. I have the re-release. Oh wait, Entra Mi Mundo. My favorite song from Entra Mi Mundo is probably Missing My Baby. Las Cadenas, love that one, and Yo Te Sigo Queriendo. I mean, I love it all, but those are like my favorites. So back to live. This one I did abuse a lot. As you can tell, it's broken. It's a red disc. My favorite songs is No Debes Jugar, En La Llamada, and Tú Robaste Mi Corazón, which is basically the studio cuts. I included some pictures. This is honestly the most similar album to its original. It just has lyrics, and this picture is like an added bonus. It had that picture too in the original. So yeah, and then one of Selena's well-known pictures and photo shoots. And my favorite live track would probably have to be, of course, Como la Flor. That intro is amazing. Probably, yeah, I think it'll probably be, and La Cacacha and Besitos. And the medley of Amame, Quiéreme, and Siempre Estoy Pensando en Ti. All right. Let's see. Now we're gonna get 1994, one of the biggest Latin releases in history, Amor Prohibido, the re-release. Here's the back. Again, I abused this CD so much. It's broken. I think I cut out a picture in there to put in one of my algebra binders when I was in community college. So this is very used and abused. The booklet, honestly, for this, you know, my CD, there's not much to show because again, I cut out a picture. But again, the story, excuse me, I just had a water burger. Oh, soothing. Pictures from that photo shoot. I like this one because at least it puts pictures from that campaign, from that photo shoot. See, you can tell this is where I cut off the picture. I'm not like a usual Selena fan. I know most Selena fans won't like tear them out. I don't care because like, no, I just do it. That's Amor Prohibido. All of them are great, amazing tracks. But my favorite song from Amor Prohibido, you know, I always had to put Fotos y Recuerdos first. I just love Fotos y Recuerdos. My two all-time favorite Selena cumbias are No Debes Jugar and Fotos y Recuerdos. I love that song. I guess the next close second would probably have to be Amor Prohibido. They're all perfect. And Ya No, I just love that song so much. And Tecno Cumbia, because a fact is, Tecno Cumbia is kind of like the sound she was gonna have for like the next Tejano album she was gonna release. All right, 1995, her crossover album, the biggest selling Latin or a debut CD in history. Well, I think the biggest selling crossover album in history. Shakira doesn't have that record, J-Lo doesn't have that record, Enrique Iglesias nor Ricky Martin, but this is not a competition. It was not about competitions, but this CD did sell the most. Everyone knows the story with this. She was working on this the day, she was taken away from us. She only recorded half of these songs. Missing My Baby was redone by a group called Full Force, apparently. And half of the CD is greatest hits in Spanish. And those tracks were remade too. Like Como la Flor and Bidi Bidi Bom Bom have more of a reggae feel to them. And no matter what, this CD is just beautiful. It's very bittersweet of what Selena was heading for. She became a crossover star. Gloria Estefan opened the door for her, and then Selena broke that door wide open and paved the way for the Latin boom that happened right afterwards. So, now this is like, I recommend everyone have a lot of Selena CDs, but this is one of them. Or if you're gonna just get into Selena, you need this album. Original, re-record, whatever, just have it. This is also like live, like it's also like, it's very similar to the original. You open it, the only thing, the texture was different. This is more sleekier. The original it felt more like what it looks like you could feel the texture. I love the photo shoots. Again, this is all the Amor Prohibido photo shoots, but they had to reuse it for the CD. The story, lyrics, it's very similar to like the original Dreaming of You. My favorite, I Could Fall in Love. That's always been my favorite English Selena song, besides Is It the Beat. I'm Getting Used to You, because that reminds me of my sister. That version of Como la Flor I love. The reggae version of Bidi Bidi Bom Bom I love. And El Toro Relajo. And the Tecno Cumbia remix. Like, such huge jams. Alright. So this next one did not get a re-release in 2002. It was more of a limited time issue. And it's called Siempre Selena. Selena, not Selena. Again, in my local record store in El Paso, I found this. I accepted the fact that I was never gonna get the CD because it was so rare. And it was right there. Hell yeah, so I got this. I just like the portraits. And this honestly is a huge portrait, but they had to separate it. One for the front and then half in the back. So Siempre Selena is, I think it's the first like remix CD, because they took a lot of like her 80s songs and current songs and they just made them into, at that time, a modern feel. My favorite song is the cumbia version of Costumbres. That's honestly one of my top Selena cumbias is Costumbres, which wasn't originally a cumbia. It was originally a Tejano track. This CD is beautiful. Because before La Leyenda, there was no other way to get Costumbres. So this was the only way. And that's my favorite track from this CD, Costumbres and No Quiero Saber. Alright, next is one of my top favorite Selena CDs, the original motion picture soundtrack, released in 1997. Of course, my favorite song is A Boy Like That, Is It the Beat, and the Cumbia medley. I like the disco medley. I just don't know why they put it in part 1 and part 2. I don't get that. Oh, and Where Did the Feeling Go? I love that song. Here's the CD. Fell out. And this is also very similar to the original, except for some reason, my re-releases, they all were cut from the Selena logo. It's weird, but it's very much the same as the original. You know, the original included this little poster. So yeah, that's the soundtrack. One of my top favorite Selena albums. And then the last reissue is Live, the Last Concert. My mom has the original, and I have this one. I remember when my mom got this one, I remember at the time when you wanted a CD, it would come through the mail or something like that. Like you would get a magazine, and then you would, I don't know. You know what? I don't even know. But that's how my mom got Live, the Last Concert. And I got the reissue. This is honestly something I got recently. But my favorite is, of course, the Disco Medley. This is Disco Medley in all its original glory. So, of course, that's my favorite standout. The one thing I don't understand about this reissue is, so this is about that 1994 Astrodome concert. Again, I see both ways, but for some reason, the reissue includes other live pictures. Like, that's not this concert. See? That's from like that 1994 EMI Latin Party Fest or something like that. Which for some reason they put in here. See, on one hand, it feels really random, but on the other hand, this is really pretty. Look at that. They've included like pictures and other little rarities like that. So, and at the end of the day, I'm just gonna shut up because this is perfect. So yeah, those are all their re-releases.